What's up, y'all? It's Summer. Thank you so much for joining me for another summer session. I'm doing this week's collective reading, so if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, so I'm probably just going to keep things quick, or at least I'm going to try to. You never know what Spirit actually has in store, but yeah, I got to make this pretty quick, so we'll see how it goes. Who knows? I'm always like thinking about controlling things, and then I'm like, you know what? I know how it actually is. Let me kind of just let go and see. All right. The runaway, secrets, running from problems. Okay, so, that does sound pretty negative, but I definitely feel like a lot of secrets are actually coming to the surface for many people right now. And so I think this is just about what's been going on in the energy of things being revealed so that they can be dealt with. So yeah, let's actually read this page because I don't think I've gotten this card except maybe once or twice. So let's see what they say in the book about it. It's normal to want to run from your problems rather than facing them, but you'll soon find that this won't resolve anything. Your problems will simply follow you until you're overwhelmed by everything you've been avoiding. It's time to start admitting to yourself what you're running from and address it. Man, yeah, I definitely feel like this is happening for people lately. It might be something that, has been, in the back of your mind for a while, maybe a couple months, but now it's getting to the point where it needs to be dealt with or it's really going to cause some damage. So, let's see how this is showing up for y'all in traditional tarot. You're welcome to skip ahead if you don't care about the cards coming out. Jesus Christ. Well, that's so funny. Yesterday I was like, I haven't seen the Emperor in a while. Like in many people's readings. I don't know. Maybe we've been doing some feminine work lately. That's crazy. God damn. All right, so starting off with secrets, of course, I really feel like sometimes things just kind of boil over to it like a tipping point, you know what I'm saying? And that's what this is kind of reminding me of like, yeah, this has been in the background for a while, like kind of like chattering, but now it's getting so loud that you can't concentrate anymore, so it has to be dealt with. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is about some type of painful situation or painful feelings that need to be balanced. And I definitely feel like this has been faced. I feel like you understood what you needed to do to bring harmony to the situation, and that required opening up. And opening up in a way that is creating a very conducive outcome, you're trying to solve some type of problem instead of running from the problem, right? So I definitely feel like this was necessary. This needed to come up so that it could be transcended, because whatever it was has been in your way. I definitely think that this was maybe causing more harm than you thought, but I see that you've been facing it, and that this is just a natural thing that happens sometimes. But, I gotta stop saying I definitely see or whatever. But I almost said it again. Okay, so with the Judgment card, this is saying you're going through a huge rebirth because of this emotional conversation. And this is helping your masculine side, actually. You know, I feel like this needed action in order to solve the problem. Like, you needed to, this wasn't just gonna fix itself. Action needed to be taken, but I feel like that action was kind of internal. And I feel like a lot of what was going on was breaking free from whatever illusions were clouding your mind, you know? And illusions can come when we don't deal with whatever pain is lingering underneath. And it can really, like, I don't know if you guys have been hearing me talk about these murky waters lately, but I really feel like this has been a huge, part of it that's been going on. And lately I've been feeling like all of my messages are collective messages. I really feel like, you know, because we have so much more than just our sun sign, I really feel like I relate to all of my readings, you know, because I have, you know, even though I only have one earth placement, I still feel like I resonate with the earth signs and the fire sign. You know, I have those things in my chart, and so do you. So maybe start watching more of them, because I really feel like my readings are all collective at this point. But I don't know if people are going to like if I switch that up. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But anyways, I really feel like these murky waters were necessary, and now things are clearing up, you know. And with the Temperance card, I feel like there's this like purification of the emotions that is happening right now. It's kind of like when a storm comes and it, like, the river or the waters look all crazy and stirred up, you know. It's kind of like things are starting to settle now and go to the bottom, and now things are clearing up. So I really feel like this needed a lot of reflection about how you're going to move through this. Or not how you're going to move through it, but how are you going to find, like, a problem-solving energy. It's like, okay, so what are we going to do here? Like, I need to look at this from a different point of view, and I need to see what I've created up until now to know exactly where I want to go and how I want to navigate this. But I think at first it was a struggle to see the positives, you know, because maybe you've been going through a lot of, like, heavy times or, you know, tumultuous times. But I think that, you know, sometimes we get a little down in the dumps, and that's okay. It's one of those things where, you know, emotions can be quite heavy sometimes, especially if you're uncertain about exactly where the problem is. So I just feel like there's been a lot of reflection on what's good, what's, you know, not so good, and where can you find a resolution to this problem. And I definitely feel like it presented itself. There was an opportunity here to really learn from what you've been through and work together with others to resolve this, to find, you know, this opportunity within the problem. Because I feel like people just think problems are negative and this is happening to me, but actually most of these things are happening for us. So as soon as you switch from this energy to, okay, so what can we do here? Like, I don't know. There's just this energy of perspective switch that you actually locked in and saw what you needed to do in order to get what you want out of the outcome. It doesn't have to end up terrible, you know. Just because it's heavy doesn't mean it has to end up negatively. So I really feel like this is showing you where maybe you have been neglected or neglecting yourself, you know, neglecting the pain that was lying underneath and thinking, oh, it'll figure itself out. We'll figure it out. And it's like, no, you got to do something in order to get out of this energy. And so I feel like you did that. And now you are starting completely fresh in a brand new way. You know, emotionally, you are not going to be feeling the same towards your life or where you're going or what you're doing. You know, I think things are going to feel a lot lighter, you know, with this yellow color standing out to me of like the yellow brick road type energy. So yeah, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. Oh, wow. Yeah. And it's like really shifting worries into trusting, you know, and understanding that you choose what energy you're in. You choose whether you're going to look at what's wrong or whether you're going to look at what's right. That's your free will. So what are you going to do with that? You're in charge of how you view this. Are you gonna think everything's happening to you, victim mentality, or are you gonna be like, yup, I know that there's an opportunity here somewhere, I just need to find it? Or trust that the universe will guide me in that way. You know what I'm saying? So let go of control, like I said in the beginning. Let's see with some good tarot, get some confirmational messages. The Empress, wow, Emperor and Empress energy. You're really balancing yourself out right now and utilizing both aspects, you know? Ace of Water, wow, with the Page of Water, or Page of, well, yeah, Page of Water is a Page of Cups. So, yeah, that's crazy. A lot of emotional newness. Like, this just feels brand new. Eight of Air, Eight of Swords. Which one is that? I'll figure it out. I'll read the book in a second. Two of Earth. Yeah, balancing work and play. Definitely. Wow, and the Magician. Crazy. All right, let's read these three right here. All right, so we got the Empress. So this is saying fertility, right? So this is all about, you know, planting seeds in fertile soil. And I feel like you kind of had to, you know, take down what was there so that you can maybe patch some damages. I feel like you really needed to it's like giving me the vibe like the soil was moldy or there was problems with the soil and you had to do some work to get rid of like maybe those bacteria so that you could plant these seeds in something that's actually a conducive environment for a seed to sprout in. You know, I really feel like you had to kind of do some readjusting here, make a change. Because what you were trying to grow here was not growing because of this heartbreak. All right, so Ace of Water. Unconditional love, overflowing abundance, the fertility of love. Man, fertility is really strong here. I feel like now is the time to really be intentional about what you're trying to do. You know, what goal are you trying to reach here? How are you looking at this? I feel like that's the main thing here of like, how are you looking at this? Are you seeing the opportunity here? Because I feel like once you know, strip the emotions away from it, you might be able to see a little bit deeper. I am filled with love from spirit and joyously let it flow out to others. Love gives me hope, shining brilliant light on all the possibilities available to me. Yeah, love is going to show you the opportunities. But if you're so closed off and more in a place of fear, if you're operating in a place of fear, you're not going to see it. You're not going to find that pearl. Wow, interesting. The circle. It's like a new cycle, a new era for you that they want you to step into. But are you so trapped in your own mind that you're not allowing yourself to accept it or even see it, you know? Eight of Air. Oh, shit. Release from denial. Seeing things as they are. Clarity. What the fuck? With spirit at my side encouraging me, I open my eyes to see things as they really are. To be disillusioned is to free myself from illusions that keep me from the growth and healing I deserve. So I bid goodbye to illusions that have clouded my vision. Honesty gives me strength and courage to face whatever I have to face. And it's right beside the Knight of Cups where I told you you opened up and it changed everything. Wow. This is why I love doing the good tarot with the traditional. Okay, so Two of Earth. Yeah, pleasurable work, adaptability, balance between work and play. My efforts bring me joy. Play and work are not separate because what I'm doing is actually fun. If conditions change, I can switch gears easily. I'm fully present in the excitement of creativity and I'm eager to experience the surprises that occur when seeds I have planted take root, sprout, and develop in unexpected ways. Oh my gosh. This is a time for flexibility and trust in how the universe will shape what is coming into being. One way or another, my dreams manifest in the material world. You are figuring out how to balance these things, like how to balance these two archetypes within you and how to balance being open but still, you know, not codependent. And, you know, I don't know, there's something about this this vulnerability that you're stepping into and understanding of whatever it is you've been trying to balance. Oh my God, Three of Air, that's the Three of Swords. What's the positive spin though? I want to see. Wow. Silver linings, natural departure. Rejection is God's protection. A third party helps me see the truth of the situation. What is truly mine can never be withheld from me. Rejection is Spirit's protection. It's in my best interest to let go and allow for something better to take its place. It is my highest good to see the truth, regardless of my temporary discomfort. This too shall pass. Oh, shit. Damn, this reading is kind of crazy. All right, let's get some Moonology messages. And this is Mastery. Oh my God, and the Tower and the High Priestess together. Shut up. Good God, that's crazy. Work through your fears. As I landed on this, what are you fearing right now? It's time to release negativity. Whoa, never. Oh, my cards are all backwards. Your commitment is being tested. Wow. Okay, so they're trying to see, can you handle it? Can you handle this kind of heavy ass energy, or are you going to quit? Are you going to keep going? Or are you going to be like, oh my God, it's too hard. I can't do it anymore. Oh, and I forgot to mention like the Magician, but yeah, the Magician is just going through a huge transformation and being able to alchemize. So maybe the situation started off shitty as fuck, but you turned it into an opportunity, because any situation can be transmuted into whatever you need it to be. People really get bogged down by that. What do you need to release? What are you letting go of? All of the pain that you have been holding on to. Let it go. A win-win outcome is forecast. You got this in the bag. I'm telling you. If you made it to this reading, if you're watching this right now, this is for you. This is like, I don't have that many subscribers, so this is definitely a message to tell you, keep going. This is gonna be worth it. This sucks right now, but it'll be worth it later. Reconnect with Mother Earth. Go outside. Go touch grass. It's gonna help. You need to ground yourself at this time. And plant, garden, harvest. Man, you better be intentional about these dang seeds. Because whatever you manifest right now is gonna take form. Balance yourself. Yeah, you need to ground yourself, balance yourself, make sure you're centered so you're operating at a clear-headed space and not, you know, leaning towards too far this way or too far that way. You really need to balance yourself at this time. Direction, growth, life stages. Tune in and connect, dude. Yeah, just connecting to Earth and yourself and your soul. And yeah, remember who you are. Just being really strong and confident in whatever it is you're dreaming of right now. Whatever you're trying to cultivate and grow, and whoever you're trying to become. Be really intentional about this, because you don't want to manifest with this type of energy lingering inside of you. So let's reframe that and connect. Yeah, I just feel like there's a need to connect to you, yourself, your community, your home, you know, maybe any animals you have. There's a need to like really get in touch with yourself so that you can really manifest something from the heart, from what you actually want, not any of your fears, not any of your pain. You don't want things manifesting from those, because it's going to bring you more tough cycles, you know, that you have to learn, you know, if you hadn't learned yet. So be careful with that. But, you know, of course, it's nothing to freak out about. If you got to learn that way, you got to learn that way. So just be open to what the universe brings to you and do your best to stay positive, I guess, through it. And yeah, you're breaking out of that cage right now. Coming out of my cage, and I'm doing just fine. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me here for this reading. This was really synchronistic, so I definitely feel like this is a strong message that people need to hear right now. I've been feeling this energy all week, so yeah, this definitely makes sense for what's going on. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, please, or resonated, let me know how in the comments. I would love to hear how this is showing up for you, because man, it's showing up in my life, that's for damn sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and if you're interested in more content from me, feel free to subscribe or go to my Patreon. That will be in the description box below, along with my personal private reading inquiry email. So thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.